everybody. So I'm going to be doing a screencastify for each part of your dream vacation in order to show you how to look up stuff on the internet so that you can find your tickets for your plane, for your rental car, and for your hotels, as well as getting tickets for your activities. Okay, so these are all things that you're going to have to do in order to complete this assignment. And this is a life skill, you guys. I mean, you guys are going to be planning things all the time and might as well learn how to plan something fun so it gives you an idea of how to plan other things that might be a little bit bigger, like a wedding or a birthday party or something like that. Okay? All right. So this is our plan, your dream vacation. And basically, you're going to plan a 4-day, 3-night dream vacation for you and a friend. So very similar to what we've been doing throughout the semester here, is you've been planning vacations for you and a friend. So remember, you have to multiply pretty much everything by 2. Your budget is going to be the same. It's going to be $2,500, so same as you've worked on before. So must-haves is you must have airfare for 2 people. You must have a rental car. You must have a hotel for 3 nights. 3 nights. Okay. I'll show you how to do that. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 people for 3 days. 3 activities for 2 people and 3 souvenirs for 1 person. Okay. So 1 souvenir for 1 person. Okay. Alrighty. And so let's go ahead and start with the first part here. So big thing is choosing your destination. You are going to need to choose something in the United States or Canada or Mexico. Okay, so not going to really have you, like do a cruise or like travel to Europe or something. So we're gonna plan like going to like one city in either Canada, United States, or Mexico, and then doing your activities within like an hour or so from that location. So if you want to go to Niagara Falls or something, well, you can go to like Toronto or something like that if you plan on going to Canada. Or of course any place in the United States you can go. You've got 50 states. I will allow Hawaii and Alaska. So Hawaii and Alaska count as destinations. So if you want to go to Hawaii, that's really cool. You can certainly plan a vacation to Hawaii. All right, just not like Europe or Asia or any place like that. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to choose what your destination is. So for my example that I used for you guys, because my daughter and I are going to Disney World in the summertime, so my destination is Disney World. I chose that destination because I love all things Disney. I want to go to Epcot and I want to go to my favorite restaurant there called the Restaurant Marrakesh, which is in the Morocco Pavilion. I love Middle Eastern food. All right, so those are my 3 reasons. All right, so why did you choose it? And I chose this destination because. So my 3 reasons is I love Disney, I want to go to Epcot, and I want to dine at the hotel at the Restaurant Marrakesh. Okay, so that's what you're going to need to do. All right, so again, you're going to use this slide to fill out to answer your questions. Okay, so just kind of click on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about airfare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how to look up airfare. And then kind of show you how to play around with it a little bit. And of course, you're not going to have to buy it or anything like that. Well, you're going to go as basically as far as actual booking, and then you're just going to stop there. Okay. So your flights have to be round trip, which means you have to go to your destination and come back from your destination. So both times. You have to include both the departure and arrival times and then the total cost. So important to know is that all your flights have to be out of Phoenix Sky Harbor. Okay, so wherever you go, you're flying out of Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. The arrival airports or wherever you're deciding to go, it can't be more than 1 hour away from your destination. So for example, I'm planning on going to Disney World, so the nearest airport to Disney World is Orlando International Airport, which is about a 30-minute drive, give or take a few minutes, okay? So what I did was I went ahead and I did my search, and I'm actually flying on American Airlines. And actually, the dates are different, but the prices are about the same cost. So let me go ahead and show you how you would go and book a flight. So you have some choices. You can do American Airlines, Southwest, United, Delta. Those are like the big four. You can also do a Google search and use Google Flights, and that might help you out a little bit as well, depending on how comfortable you are with it. But if you just want to choose um, one of those places, one of those airlines, you can do that, whichever is your comfort level. Okay, if you want to compare, that's probably a really good thing. I would really strongly suggest that you compare, but if it confuses you a little bit, then don't worry about it. I'm going to show you two ways. I'm going to show you how to compare, and then I'm actually going to show you how to go to the website, one of the websites. Okay, so let me show you how to compare. So the best way to do is when you search anything in Google, you ask it exactly what it is that you want. You don't, it's that easy. It's like asking a question to somebody. If you were asking me, Ms. Myers, how much does a plane ticket cost? Okay, that's a question. So you're going to ask Google the exact same question. All right. So in the search, I'm going to search plane tickets to Orlando. And if you see right here, it says plane tickets to Orlando from Phoenix. Okay, so use this. This is helpful. So I'm going to click on this right here. Okay. All right, and this is Google Flights. All right, this is Google Flights. So what are some things you need to do? Well, first of all, is you need to time when you're going to go. Okay. Obviously, you can't pick, like today. Okay. It's got to be like a couple weeks in advance. So I like how they did this. They kind of auto advanced it to May 10th, which is neat, but you can choose, any date. I would say, any date with, 2 weeks out from when you're planning on going. Maybe even after the 19th of May, since that's when the project is due. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Orlando in July. Okay, so I'm leaving from Phoenix and I'm leaving the date that I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to go ahead and scroll to July, and I'm going to be leaving on the 12th. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, and actually I need to clear this out because, stop it. No, I'm not done yet. I didn't do that. Hold on. Hang on. Let's kind of clear that all out. Let's do July. There we go. Okay. So I don't know why it did that. It was being wonky, but July 12th. Okay. So again, if you have a problem, that's why we're here to help you. If it gets a little confusing. Okay. And then we're actually going to be flying to Orlando, and we're going to leave on the 15th. So, because Hannah and I are only staying for 3 nights. So, we're going to be in Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom at Epcot, and then we're going to be going home. So, we're on the 15th. Okay. All right. And then I hit done. All right. So, now what it did is it brought up a whole bunch of different prices here. Now, so you have American, Frontier, Delta, Sprint, and other airlines. I'm going to actually do American Airlines because that's where my thing is from. But you can budget, you can look. If you want, you can click on Show Flights, and it should give you a list of all the flights. And this is a really cool thing, okay? And you can kind of scroll down and look. You're like, oh, okay, this is nonstop. This is a one-stop flight. Remember when we did the plan of vacation, sometimes the one-stop flights were cheaper than the nonstop flights, but again, things can be different. All right. So these are all the flights for that day. Whoops. Let me go ahead and turn the sound off there. Sorry about that, you guys. All right. Here's some others. So there's a whole bunch of flights that you can choose from. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you choose your best departing flight. So departing would be from the airport that you're leaving from, which would be Phoenix. So I want to take American Airlines. I like traveling early in the morning. So I'm going to choose this one right here, 5:15, Monday, July 12th. That one. Okay. And that's that. And then my return, and then, yep. And then returning flights, which would be on July 15th. So as you can see, it already put my, when I'm leaving, 5:15, 3:15, one stop, 7 hours, American Airline. Okay. And I'm going to return back to Phoenix. Okay. So I'm going back to Phoenix, and you can see how it went here. See this little arrow right up here? It shows you this is the round trip, Phoenix to Orlando, Orlando to Phoenix. And I like to leave my destination usually later in the afternoon. Though this is cheaper, you know, you kind of want to like take a look here. Like these are actually cheaper. I don't want to leave at like 6:05 a.m. So actually what I might do is I might spend a little bit extra money and travel and fly a little bit later. So I'm going to choose this one right here. This is a one stop. It's going to take me 8 hours. It's a really long time to be on flight. So I think I might do is I actually might pick this one here. Okay, so it's only 5 hours. This is like too long. This is like a really long layover. All right, so this is only a 42-minute layover in Austin, Texas. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. Okay. All right, so now I picked 2 flights. I have my American Airlines flights. Okay. All right, one stop. All right. Okay. So take a look at this. So you get 1 free carry-on, and you have to pay $60 to check your baggage. So you have to make sure that you add that into your flight if it doesn't get added in automatically. Okay. I'm going to use a carry-on because I'm not going to be going that long, so I can get everything into a smaller bag. So booking options. So I'm going to book with American Airlines. This is book with American. So I'm going to go ahead and click on select. And it's going to take me right to the American Airline website. Okay. All right. So this is actually the American Airline website. Now I actually have a login, but I'm not going to do that to confuse you. So now it took me right to American Airlines. So this is the website, and you can go right to the website. You don't have to go through Google. If you want to go right to the website, you can. So this is the American Airline website. Okay. So this is my trip right here. All righty. So it's going to cost me $330.40. So that's actually not too bad for a round trip ticket to Orlando in July. That's actually pretty cheap. Okay. And it's just me. Now, again, you don't have to fill all of this out. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it, but you'll see this. Okay. Alrighty. And you don't have to fill any of this out. You're going to actually stop right here. This is where you're going to stop. You're going to stop at the flight details. Okay. Alrighty. So you want to make sure that you record the date that you are going. So in this case, it's July 12th at 5:15 a.m. Okay. So you're going to, right here, it says destination. Okay, so it's departing from Sky Harbor on, and then my date is it July 12th, 2021, and I'm leaving at 5:15 a.m. Okay, so I'm leaving at, oops, 5:15 a.m. Alrighty, and then I'm arriving at Orlando at 3:15 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to put arriving in Orlando. All right. I'll put Orlando, Florida. Oops. Remember our double codes here for the social studies class, remember? And that is going to be on July 15th, 2021 at, oh, I'm sorry, duh. It's not the round trip. Same day, July 12th. All right, so I'm going to take me 3 days to fly there. All right, so I'm landing on, so same day. All right, and I'm getting there, I think it's at 3:15. Let me double check. Yep, 3:15. Okay, so 3:15 p.m. Okay. All right, and the cost times 2. So now you're going to do your math. So this cost right here is $330.40. So I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to put $330.40 times 2 equals $660.80. All right, so I'm going to put here $660.80. Okay. All right, now my destination has to be 3 days later. Okay, so let's do the round trip. So it's going to be from Orlando. Okay, so from Orlando, Florida. Okay, on to the 15th. Okay, so it's 3 days later. So July 15th, 2021. And then the time is 3:40 p.m. Okay, so 3:40 p.m. All right, and I'm arriving at Sky Harbor on that same day. So we're going to put July 15th, 2021, and returning at 6:32 p.m. Okay. All right. And actually, the cost is really, oops. All right. So at 6:32 p.m., 6:32, 6:32 p.m. Okay. And of course, now the cost is actually the same. So the $660 here is actually the same amount. So actually, we can just go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. And then, of course, the total cost is going to be $660.80. Okay. So there you go. Okay. So now you have your plane ticket. That is how you did it. Again, you don't have to do American Airlines. You can do any airline you want. Just make sure that you have your destination has to be Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Okay. All right, you have to have your day that you're going, the time of your flight, and it has to actually be, right here. So you actually have to have the right times. Okay, what time you're arriving, and then the cost times 2. Okay, and then of course your total cost would be $660.80. Remember, you're from destination. You're departing from Orlando, Florida. Okay, for me, it's going to be on the 15th of July, 3:40 p.m., arriving to Sky Harbor. So I'm going back to Sky Harbor Airport. Okay, so you got to fly back to Sky Harbor. Okay, and I'll be getting home at 6:32 p.m. Okay, all right. So this is for the plane fare. How to do that? So I'm going to make another Screenscastify for the budget for the rental car. All right. Okay. Good luck with this.